Have you ever noticed how quickly the mind creates a story when something emotionally upsetting happens? Maybe someone ignores your text. Maybe someone looks irritated. Maybe someone cuts you off in traffic. Maybe your boss sends a short email that simply says, "Can we talk tomorrow?" And within seconds, your mind is off and running. You start replaying conversations. You start making assumptions. You start connecting the dots. You start predicting outcomes. And before you know it, you're no longer simply experiencing the moment. You're emotionally living inside a story your mind created about the moment. And you might find yourself replaying it over and over and over again. Today, I want to share a very personal experience that taught me something powerful about emotional triggers, trauma, fear, and the stories we build when our nervous system feels threatened. Now, this isn't about pretending painful things don't happen, and it's not about dismissing intuition. It's definitely not about blaming ourselves for being human. It's about learning to recognize when we're spiraling into a narrative that's amplifying our suffering. Because one of the biggest lessons I've learned in life is this: sometimes the event hurts us, but the story we build around the event can hurt us even more. Welcome to Project Your Best Life. My name is Cynthia Vincent. One of the things I care deeply about is helping people find greater peace internally, not by suppressing emotions, not by bypassing pain, but by becoming more aware of how our thoughts shape our emotional experience. Because many of us are carrying years of unresolved emotional pain beneath the surface. And when something happens that triggers things like fear, shame, rejection, embarrassment, anger, or helplessness, our mind reacts immediately, and sometimes before we even realize it. Today, I want to tell you about an experience I had during a simple walk on a beautiful day that completely changed the way I think about emotional triggers and the stories we create. Several years ago, I was living in a small town in California. It was beautiful. It had small town charm. There were little restaurants. You'd find people walking dogs, families out enjoying the day, and there was a peaceful waterfront area that was just perfect for walking. Walking has always been therapeutic for me. There's something about the rhythm of walking that helps me think clearly. It calms my nervous system. It gives me space to process life. Sometimes I walk with friends, but that day I was walking alone. It was a beautiful afternoon. The weather was perfect. The sun was out. There was a light breeze. People were smiling, going about their day. Until something unsettling happened. I had been walking for a while through the downtown area when I arrived at an intersection preparing to cross the street. There was a large SUV at the corner waiting to turn, and the driver looked directly at me and motioned for me to go ahead and cross the street. So I acknowledged him and stepped off the curb, but within seconds, everything changed. The SUV suddenly accelerated sharply toward me. I mean, it happened so fast. The vehicle came flying toward me before slamming on the brakes just inches in front of my body. I mean, my heart was just, it instantly exploded into panic. Adrenaline rushed through my body. My muscles tightened, my mind froze. I remember staring directly at the driver through the passenger side window. His face looked angry. He appeared to be yelling something, but I couldn't really tell what he was saying. Then he sped away. And just like that, my peaceful walk became an emotional spiral. Now, here's the important part. The actual event itself lasted maybe a few seconds. But what happened afterward inside my mind lasted much, much longer. As I continued walking, my nervous system was just fully activated. My heart was racing. My breathing changed. My legs felt weak. My eyes were tearing up as my mind immediately started trying to explain what had just happened. Why would someone do that? Was he trying to intimidate me? I mean, he seemed angry. Why was he angry at me? Was I being targeted? Was this a hate crime? My brain started searching through old emotional memories, trying to make sense out of what just happened. And this is something I think we all do. When we feel emotionally unsafe, the mind starts looking for patterns. It starts gathering evidence. It starts replaying memories. It starts trying to predict danger. And often it does this incredibly fast. It was almost like my brain opened an old emotional filing cabinet and started pulling out every painful or frightening experience it could find that remotely connected to the feeling I was having in that moment. And suddenly, I was no longer just reacting to one instant. I was reacting to years of emotional memory and traumas. That's what triggers often do. They connect the present moment to unresolved emotional pain from the past. And once that process begins, the mind starts building a narrative. Not a small one, a huge one. Now, why are these stories dangerous? It's because the story feels so real, because emotionally it is real to us. I mean, our body believes it, our nervous system believes it, our emotions believe it. That's why triggers feel so powerful. The body responds as though the danger is happening right now. And sometimes we become so emotionally consumed by the story that we stop seeing clearly. I think this happens constantly in everyday life. Someone doesn't return a phone call, and the mind says, oh, they don't really care about me. A coworker acts distant, and the mind says, oh, I must have done something wrong. A relationship changes, a friend pulls away, a person seems irritated. And immediately, the mind fills in the blanks. Not necessarily with truth, but with emotionally familiar stories. That day during my walk, my mind was doing exactly that. Then something unexpected happened that completely shifted everything. A few minutes later, I heard someone calling from behind me. I mean, I turned around and it was the driver of the SUV. He had come back. Now, honestly, I was nervous because I really did not know what to expect from this man. But then he said something that completely surprised me. He apologized. He explained that he had been distracted talking on his phone while running late to get his children to their swim class. And he told me that he never even saw me until I stepped into the street. And when he realized how close he came to hitting me, he said he just panicked. It hit a trigger for him, and his response was anger. He said the entire experience terrified him, and he came back because he wanted me to understand what had happened. He wanted to apologize. He said, you know, I really should have been paying attention. And in that moment, the entire story my mind had created began to collapse. Now, let me be very clear. The fear I experienced was real. The shock was real. The emotional reaction was real. And the danger was real. It was a very close call. But in the story I had created in my mind, this man was out to get me. I mean, his actions were intentional, and he was trying to send me a message. When the reality was that he initially never even saw me. And that realization stayed with me for a long time because I realized how quickly the human mind tries to create certainty when we feel emotionally unsafe. We desperately want meaning. We want answers. We want to know why something happened. But sometimes we don't actually have enough information to make that call. One of the most important things we can learn is how to recognize when we're emotionally triggered before we completely disappear into the story. Not because emotions are bad, and not because instincts are always wrong, but because stories built from fear can become emotionally consuming. And when we repeatedly replay these stories, we fuel them, we deepen them. We reinforce emotional suffering inside our own nervous system. I think many people today are living in a constant state of emotional overload. We're overstimulated, overwhelmed, exhausted, anxious, emotionally reactive. And when the nervous system is overloaded, the mind becomes more likely to see catastrophes. We assume the worst faster. We take things personally. We react more intensely. We become trapped in loops of ruminating thoughts. And ruminating is exhausting. You replay the same event over and over. You relive the emotion repeatedly. You reinforce the story again and again. And eventually, the story can become bigger than reality itself. I have learned that when we can, it's important to reflect on what we're thinking and how we're reacting. Reflection helps us to create awareness, and awareness creates space. I'm just sharing this story as food for thought. That experience taught me something I'll never forget. The mind is incredibly powerful. And when we are emotionally triggered, it can create stories that feel absolutely convincing. But awareness changes everything. The moment we recognize the spiral, the moment we pause, the moment we breathe, the moment we stop feeding the narrative, we create space for peace. If this video resonated with you, please leave a comment and like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. I've also created a free 4-step reset guide that will help you move from stress and overthinking to clarity and peace. Please download it for free using the link in the description below. Thank you for watching.